Seconds. Sir, I would also like to take into consideration the role of the various developed countries, whether we call them superpowers or whether we call them highly industrialized nations. Also, the world in general is aware of the movement for disarmament, which has taken a passive nature, although the movement for detent and disarmament is growing in the world, but it has not had the desired amount of success in preventing the proliferation as well as the worsening of the strategic environment in various places, and as pointed out by the learned professor, as destabilization of regional areas, whether it is in our continent or elsewhere, but it is a most dangerous event taking place in our subcontinent. It affects every life of our country, every citizen of our country. Now, the latest offer by the US and the certification by the President of the United States to Pakistan and the promise of $100 million in the wake of the $3 billion which has been given in the last 5 years and the $4 billion coming in the next 5 to 6 years is not very clear whether the AWACS, that is Airborne Warning and Control System, which is sought to be given to Pakistan, as the published reports indicate, is part and parcel of that, as has been brought out by various members. This sophisticated and highly complex command control and communication system will make a sea change in the entire security environment and will also induce an arms race amongst the various developing countries, including ours. This, to my mind, is another way of following the old accepted theory that war is a continuation of the state policy by other means. That means it will force us and other countries of this subcontinent into diverting the valuable resources from development to national security or to defense needs. If we see the type of equipment and weapons which have been given, we will find this. One is the Harpoon missiles, which cannot be used anywhere but in the sea, and over again spokesmen from our government have raised it in this house that it cannot be used either against the Soviet Union or against Afghanistan. It can only be used against us and our navy. The Brahms heavy tank, which the learned professor has mentioned, can only be used in the plains, along with the formation of the Central Command and the Rapid Deployment Force of the United States. This area, which had been free from nuclear threat, will now have this threat for times to come, and we have to ponder over it, and government will have to do some serious thinking how to neutralize and how to minimize its effect, the threat which is to our country. If we also compare India's track record as far as nuclear energy development program or use of nuclear energy is concerned, we will see that right from the early 50s or even the late 40s, we had taken recourse to borrowing technology from Canada, the United States, France, and other advanced countries, but today we are in a position where we have not only added to our indigenization efforts and innovated and reached a position of self reliance in technology, but we are also in a position where we can help other third world countries. In the last General Body meeting of the International Atomic Energy Authority in Vienna, the superpowers were not taken to transfer technology to the poorer and the developing the third world countries who are at the moment suffering from shortage of funds as well as energy, but on the other hand pressure was put on India to sign the NFT, with India rightly has been refusing, and it goes to the credit of our scientists that we made a commitment on behalf of India that we should share our technology and our expertise in the field of nuclear energy generation with the developing third world countries at a time when nobody was willing to share it with them. While we have been keeping up to our principles and thesis of peaceful use of atomic energy and have gone ahead with fast breeder technology reactors, we have in the field of medicines, we have also set up research centers for the fast breeder technology reactors. We have, by our tolerance and principled stand, not gone in for the uranium enrichment facilities which our scientists are capable of. This, I suppose, is being taken as a weakness and not as our principled stand. Therefore, this advantage which is being taken by the United States of America and Pakistan must be taken serious note of. It is another matter of serious concern and of significance that the stepping up of arms race as well as the stepping up of activities to destabilize our country were intensified in 1980 and more especially after then 7th non-aligned conference here in Delhi.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.